on page 7, there is a workflow diagram that talks about payables payroll procedure. Now, I suggest that you keep this little booklet and open to page 7 for first few times that you run payroll until you get used to these steps. Now, for each pay date, you will be running a function called pay resources, and then we'll enter pay adjustments. And then once we close the payroll, then we'll run the, if it's necessary, we'll run the final payroll report, and then we'll print checks. So have this little guide handy and follow these workflows, and which we'll be covering in next few movies. For each payroll, you start the whole process by running the function called pay resources. Go to payables, click on pay resources, and in the window, on the left hand side in the search criteria, you select a pay date for the next payroll. So let's use the one that we set up earlier. March 15th is my next payroll date. And with that, simply click search. On the top grid are the list of reporters who belong to the pay group that this payroll is designed for. And as you click each reporter, on the bottom grid are the list of all the invoices that are payable to them, and those invoices that are selected will have the checkbox in the column called the pay. Now RB8 automatically selects which invoices to pay based on the original term and a copy term settings for each resource. However, you can review and modify RB8's selection for invoices for any resource. For example, if a reporter asks for more money than is currently due, you can add more invoice to the current pay sheet instead of giving an advance. So if I click on the Lisa Welch, and because her copy term is 9999 and she's waiting for those invoices to be paid, and this payroll, we don't have any copies paid, and she needs more money than $509. So if you wanted to give certain invoices in advance, simply right click on the invoice and go click set pay. And now you're overriding RB8's automatic selection based on the term. So now you are selecting additional invoices on top of the RB8's selection. Now to clear it, to go back, again simply right click and then clear pay. So you are simply toggling back and forth using the set pay versus clear pay. Now we have also provided a nice report for you to audit and verify this payroll. So go to actions and click on draft resource payroll report, and there are 3 versions of it, and one with no detail, one for the office version, or one for the resource version. My recommendation will be you always pull up detail office copy. Now this report will show you in detail every invoice for each reporter and how much you billed each service item. So there is the billing rate and how many units, and then there is the pay rate and what percentage that turns out to be. So by looking down the pay percent column, for example, you can quickly see anything that is unusual and might be an error. So this is the report that you can use to quickly audit all the invoices and make sure that if you are new to RBA especially, that all your pay rate tables are working properly and billings are being done correctly. Now if you selected a wrong pay date and accidentally studied the payroll, or you use the too many set pay or clear pay and you don't know what you did, you just wanted to start all over, and there is a way you can do that. The way you do it is simply go to Actions menu and click on Reset Payroll. And all it simply does, it simply reverses everything back to way it was, and as though you have not run any payroll for that date, and you can start all over again.